Okay, this next working, well, it's the first part of a love spell. So I've already done the breakup. So hopefully you'll see the breakup first. If you don't, I'll get it to you very soon. As everyone knows, I'm having problems with my computer, so things will work itself out very shortly. I got two of these candles. I'll show you the actual candles in a minute. And what I did was I obtained some red yarn and I did 7 knots. So clean the candles off when you take the paper off them, or if you just, whatever way they come, just wash them down with Florida water or some, just clean them from top to bottom. I like to do, but each to their own. Just to make sure they're clean, because in shops you never know who's handling them. So I start at the bottom and I get my red yarn. This is obviously going to be too short, but so I have her name on the right one and his name on the left one, date of birth, and a little petition scratched into the candles. I've put my oils and my honey and my powders on the candles. So this is just demonstration, and then I'll show the actual candles because I've already performed this off camera. So I'm saying basically I would start at the bottom, work to the top, because to me working to the top makes sense. That you're working to get to the top. You're working to get to the place you want to be. So I go to the top. If it's curse work reversals, I'll bring it down. So I would say with this knot, I bind you both in love. So it's just a little knot, and you do that, and then I take the right bit, I take it up around the back, and I go to the left, and I take it up around the back as well, and I just do the same thing again, and then I say again, with this knot, I bind you to commitment. So you just do whatever it is, you know, do you want. It's like little petitions. It's also basically stating your wish. So let's do it one more time. With this knot, I bind you. Let me see. I bind you. What did I write down? Because I did write down a list of things. Oh yeah, I bind your love and peace. There'll be no arguments or fighting. So basically, I do that. So you're getting some crisscrossing. Not do that till I get to the top. And I usually do 7 knots, 7 or 9, depends how long the candles are. So this is the actual working itself. I'm sorry for the glare. There's nothing I can do. So I've dedicated these candles to La Santa Muerte, and I'm going to be putting a little red statue there so she can watch over it. So what I can see at the minute is his is a tiny bit smaller than hers, but the flames are brilliant. The flames are good. They're high. Everything seems to be going well. Put a tiny bit of some. I like to spark it with some copal for Santa Muerte. It's just like a little offering to her. So I have the plate has been dressed with a few things. It's been dressed with rose petals that I dry out, and some sugar, some honey, and some lavender. Uh, all love items, herbs and flowers, and etc. And lavender. So cards that I drew for the situation. Okay. So the center card, being the key card, is the key, which tells me that you are the key person in his life. You do mean a lot to this guy. So, everything's good there. The woman, that is her, I believe. Because to the left of that we've got the scythe, and that's about swift endings in life. So I'm hoping that this is basically telling us that whatever's going to happen to them is going to happen to them very, very fast. Because the path cards, the crossroads has come up, and that is a card of making choices in life, and he needs to do that. And the next card is storks, and to me the storks represent pleasant news coming. So hopefully you'll hear something pretty soon about your situation. Have you ever pointed out something to do with the normal cards? I love the normal cards. They're my favourite cards of all time, because I did study the book, but I find that I find it going into the card and reading the card and seeing the detail in the card is more, you get more out of it, and it's more accurate. So I love them, and they're so easy for people to pick up. There's not as many cards, and they're just brilliant cards through and through, and I really love them. So I do. Uh, so yeah, your reading looks really good, and I'll give you a rundown on how this burns. But for now, you've got good flames. It's looking pretty good. Pleased with it. So yeah. So I'll get this uploaded to YouTube. Hopefully you'll get it soon. As everyone knows, I'm having issues yet again, but I will have that rectified pretty soon. What was I going to say? If everyone could be sort of patient with me. Some people can be quite pushy with regards to videos, especially if it's only been a few days. It takes quite a while to edit videos because sometimes I have to cut them. If I'm interrupted, sometimes a phone call comes through or something, and I have to stop the video. It's a never ending process. Don't think people realize how long it actually takes. I'm up to the crack of dawn at times trying to get this sorted for people, because I do videos for nearly everyone. There's very few people that don't want a video. So please bear with me because I try really hard. So I do. And if I say I'm going to do you a video, I will do you a video. There's no problem there. It's just some people can be very demanding, and if you're demanding, sometimes I feel like just refunding your money, and because it puts me off working with you. And I don't mean to be rude or cheeky or anything like that, because it's I'm not like that, but I just like people to be at the end of the day, this is not something that can be done in a hurry. It takes a lot of work, preparation, and focus. So this is I haven't shown you the preparatory work to this. I just give you a brief example of what I do. But after this is done, I will sit with this candle for quite a while, probably till it burns down. So it does take a while. So I just want everyone to be aware of that. It's these things aren't done overnight. Oh, we got a lot of movement off the candle there. You couldn't see that. But anyway, it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com if you have any queries or questions. Or just down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And many thanks to you all. You've been a really nice subscribers. I did have a very crazy person who left a message in the comment section. So it's just a message that I will delete it. I will delete it if you put something stupid in the. I'm open for criticism, no problem, but for her to turn around and say, the video that I made a while back with regards to when I was extremely young, 10 years, he was like 18 or 19, that I made with regards to my astral projection when I was after this guy. She put a comment there saying that basically bad karma is going to come to me, and how you should release the person. Dark magic, you always have to cut the cord of the person. To me, dark magic or black magic or whatever you want to call it, it's there for a reason. What's the point of me going out and doing something dark only to make it light again? It doesn't make sense. If I'm doing something, yeah, black magic is love spells are black magic in my opinion. You're controlling the will of someone. But to say that once you're finished you should release the person, yes, that's correct, and I did release the guy. So I did release him from that working. I was extremely young. I was learning. I was only a baby witch at the time, so it was all my fault. And it was a big mistake, and it's a learning curve. That's one thing you need to remember. It's a learning curve, and I learned a lot from that. And not to be repeated, but to say that it's bad karma, I don't believe in karma. So don't come at me with your karma crap. I don't believe in any threefold laws, any superior being in the sky that's going to dish out karma. I do not believe in that. At the end of the day, good things happen to bad people, and the other way around. Bad people get the good things, and the good people get the bad things. So that's the way I look at it. Life, if karma existed, why is there so many circumstances in this life? I do believe, it's not that I don't believe actually in karma. Karma is misunderstood. Karma is, to me, it has its roots in ancient India, and it's reincarnation. It's and it's cause and effect, and people get that so misconstrued with their bullshit, and it's very tiring and stuff. They think everything's going to rebound on them and all the rest. So, but it doesn't work like that to me. But that's only my opinion, and anyone else, take your opinions, but just don't come at me with karma crap because I am so sick of it. I've heard it all my life and I just can't do it anymore. houseofmagick@gmail.com